Hello, guys, and welcome to another podcast episode. Today, in the Strong Dudes podcast, I want to talk about the two new episodes and how my perspective changed over the course of this. So, first off, you have the Awakening of Gods, then the Valley of Plenty, then Destiny Arrives, which is the third one, and the fourth is Nobody Can Hear You Cry. So the two second ones I used much of my time to create because I've been working with them in detail. If you know what I'm saying, it's heavily detailed. You can see um, I used much of my time making these little doodles of like, so for example, the Black City in the background with the purple crystal, and then you have the giant border energy shield, which is casted by these giant statues, and you have the outpost, the only entrance into the city, um, which um, which you can see has many little features if you have the pictures up. For example, the big monkey, the barracks, the small campsite where the soldiers can rest, and which takes place in the next episode. Nobody Can Hear You Cry is the front of the fort. So if you look at it, I've changed the colors a bit. I think you can see the ground I did is more in a darkish yellowish type because it's night, so I can use it to illustrate what time of day it is. The red things, I tried to make them look like feathers, but they didn't look like feathers for me. So I'm not sure about them because I think I will change the the concept or the art direction in that thing because I want to make it look more natural. It's I still don't want to show much expressions in this one yet, but you can see the bell ring, which indicates that someone is near. Going into the castle, and then you have the guards being alerted, and I wanted to try the perspective where they both you can see the backs and they hold their spears right to the shadows, and when you scroll down, you get like only black, and then suddenly you can see the facade of our hero, the strong dude, which name I didn't call out yet. Um, then you can see the soldiers shaking, and I was a little bit um, how do I say this lazy in this scenario because I just copied the other one and made it how do I rotate in the other direction 90 degrees vertical, and this is where Disney arrives, closes up. Then after that, you get Nobody Can Hear You Cry, where I worked many hours into it because of how I want to try new things out. I deleted much things, and you can see the second image is immediate jump from what we used to see, which is this horrifying face of the dude, which is illustrated by the light reflecting up in his face, but the top is darker, so you can see his demonic, decrepit face, which scares off these two guards. Um, these two guards now try to run away from the dude. They try to open the gates, and I don't think I've nailed the 3D perspective on the two as 1.5 pictures where it opens the gate and you can see Michael throwing himself into the opening, but our friend here that lies on the ground um, makes a little reference. I don't tell you where, but he calls out for help, and you can see he's aware that the strong dude is now directly behind him while he's laying down. Then there's this little scene where the two soldiers run into each other, and I can see that the dude on the ground is now pleading for his life, but the strong dude already got him. God can help you now, he says, while bringing his arm out. You don't know what happens, and the next scene you're gonna see has the next chapter. Sorry, has to do with that. Um, I'm really pleased with my pictures right now, and I don't think that it needs to be it don't needs to be better, because I want to the story more forwards. Uh, Webtoon, not the picture more forward, because first of all, I don't need much time for the panels. Second of all, you can see what happens, and third of all, it's like you don't have to look at everything in the pictures. Like, there is not much detail to look at except for the small pictures I've done, where you can stop and look at the details to get more of the story, but you don't need to. This is what I've wanted to make, because everyone thinks that art should be this way, that you have to look at a picture, for example, for 50 minutes to really appreciate and take in what the artist really did here. For one simple nod or one simple movement, for example, he's walking down the area, and you can see this rural city full with cars, and it's so perfectly drawn. But if you don't appreciate that, for example, you don't want to look at every artwork with such an extreme look on it, you can just skip it. But if you skip it, you have the feeling that you missed out on something. And my webtoon provides that you should just move on. It's you read the story, you have some visuals. It takes away the thinking for yourself, and that is what I've intended to do, and this is what I've wanted to do. So actually, I'm looking at my pictures right now. Sorry for the if you hear the clicking, and sometimes I will get some guys on to the podcast, and they will ask me some questions so I can answer them. And if anyone wanted to ask questions, you are feel free to write them down in the comments. It's helping me, and please, if you can, like and subscribe my channel and the video, so I get more traction, because this is really what I would like to do. And this is more of a joke, fun thing, and not really and really it's gonna be deep. The story is gonna get very deep, which is a little it's a little homage to, very, like, for example, One Piece, where you have 50 million intertwined stories, and everything is connected back to the original first 100 episodes before the time skip, and you can see it's full of references which the consumer, in this case the readers, want to have. Because, some example, you want to have this homage to the back, because sometimes we talk about our past a lot. Like, example, you meet an old friend, you have not much to talk about. Say, hey, remember we do this and this in class, or hey, you remember we did this in the workplace? Hey, that was hella funny. This is, in my opinion, what the population wants. They want to have this thing I call me nostalgia, or fake nostalgia. Like, something feels like you felt before, or something happened before, but it's not so far away that um, you feel this big emotion of, oh, we did we did that as children. And I know my viewage is most of my friends and family, but if someone can hear this, thank you for hearing this, and thank you for hearing me out, because it really helps me. I just wanted to make this so I can share something with the world. In this big ass space, it's bigger than the world itself, the internet. and sometimes I just want to talk about some things. And if you have topics I can talk about, I will talk about it. But don't mention Tiananmen Square or something like that. Nothing happened in the Tiananmen Square. Nothing ever happened there. But don't write it in the comments because nothing happened. So you just don't need to write that, you know. So don't write in the comments Tiananmen Square 1981. Or just don't. One second. I have to look it up when it was. Tiananmen Square 1989. Don't tell me to talk about Tiananmen Square 1989. Nothing happened there. Nothing will ever. Something great will happen there, and the Chinese government did nothing wrong there. So don't hold them accountable for something they didn't do, and there's nothing to be talked about. So, anyways, um, oh, something right something, mommy. Sorry if you hit that. Um, I want you to tell me what opinions you have about my vision of this webtoon, and at the end, I want to thank you all for hearing me out, and I wish you all a great day. You can go to my webpage and type in hellofresh.com/diaryup to get an extra 15% off your next 30 deliveries. It's really good, guys. You can make considerable amounts of good food. You can choose what you want, and it really is important for your day-to-day basis, because sometimes you don't have time to think about what you're gonna eat, and they send you this small pack or this medium package with brilliant ideas and recipes you can try. And if you don't want to try something new, that's fine too. You can just let them send what you want, so you can go into the app, and then from there on can yeah can get your food that you want. And also, I want to thank Squarespace for making this possible. Without Squarespace, I wouldn't be here where I was. You know, Squarespace is actually the web hoster for Webtoons, and without them, we wouldn't have Webtoon in the first place. I really want to thank them. If you go to Squarespace/diarydub, you can have 3 months, and after that you have a 30% discount. So yeah, that's really nice, because I used my website, and I put it on my cards. So if people want to know what I am and what I stand for, you can go to the site and yeah, see what I am. It's like expression. People with different types of clothes and have different types of opinions, but I have my website which shows everyone who I really am. And this is what really is important in life, to show and brag about what you are and what you want, and how you want it. And also, I have a Patreon in the link below. If you want to spend a couple of dimes, a couple of cents, a couple of dollars, like $100 to $200, I will make a message for you, so you can choose what you want, and I will say it. Okay, guys, see you around. Bye.